Hey everybody, it's me Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant-based diet going for yourself today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your body's pH level and get with alkalinity, then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically, set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to great days. So today I'm gonna go over rooting into the moment, into the present, growing presency and eternity. All right, so let's get into this. So rooting yourself into the eternal now, or the moment, present moment, is of a fundamental, because this allows you to actually expand into what is needed in order to generate consciousness, expand into the circulation, the proper circulation of life energy, prana, and in order to do so, you root yourself into the now, right? So you can think of various different plants. They all have root systems. The root systems are some of the first things that grow out of a seedling, right? So you have to understand that you can root yourself into the now, or ground as well. You can call it grounding, because roots grow into the ground. So grounding, rooting yourself into the now is very important for stability and centeredness. And centeredness is also synonymous with seedlings, right? Or seeding anything. So that can bring about proper circulation of life energy, right? Prana. And with proper circulation of life energy, connect yourself to the celestial energies, which are always being harnessed only if that circulation is established healthily, right? So definitely celestial energy. And the celestial energy is very important, because the celestial energy is where you can connect yourself further to higher planes beyond the current plane that you are occupying. And once you're able to go beyond, then everything is opened up a lot more, right? So the potential for all that to take place is within the now, because within the now, the centeredness, everything is aligned properly to be able to do or to be able to experience the process of blossoming into higher levels of life, right? So you definitely want the realization, or you want to be able to come into the realization. But this only happens if you're able to properly ground or root yourself into the now, right? The now is liberating. It liberates you, because you can fixate on whatever is not. You get yourself entangled as well, right? The moment that you start to be more present or invite presence, then it's liberation, because entanglement is like lassoing a cloud, or it's useless to struggle within that, right? And I took that from somewhere, I can't remember who said it. Lassoing a cloud, it's useless, right? Or even it's trying to do something useless. When you just sit, you're present, and you ground yourself into the now, all that which was conflicting you begins to liberate you. It's as simple. Then it starts to, the body starts to become more meditative. You start to become more meditative as you start to ground yourself. Meditation allows you to transcend death. And that's also the process of growing or expanding into higher levels of life. Because transcending death is a sign of higher vitality. Because your life is growing, death ceases to be. Because death is supposed to be a cessation of life. So the moment that your life overfills or overspills, then death itself is cessating. So let me see. Rooting yourself in the now, inviting in presence, is a gift to you that liberates. This is going to allow you to remain very, 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 very joyous, simply out of the freedom of just being here now. Not wasting your energy on anything that doesn't need the energy. And as the energy grows, it can properly be utilized. The moment that you become more meditative, you can start organizing it more properly in multiple dimensions as you start to grow multidimensionally. Of course, multidimensionality is within our nature, but the realization is lacking. There's no realization of it. There's no experience of it in the mass. Especially Western civilization, people don't have the multidimensional experience. In order to have the experience of transcending the current normal routine, there needs to be a shift in consciousness within oneself. This involves revolutionizing something. This involves changing. Whatever you are supporting currently with your hardware, software, program, conditions, change something in that so that the whole experience changes. Very, very simple. It's like throwing in a new game, right? You have a hardware, you have an Xbox, you have software that the Xbox uses. You throw in, you've been playing the same game for 10 years. Throw in a new game, multidimensionality, omnidimensionality, all dimensions. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta throw in a new game. You gotta change, or just allow the change. It's even simpler. You don't have to even effort anything. You just got to drop the wheel and allow the change to happen. This is the problem, right? There's no change in anybody. Everybody's staying the same. Stale bread, right? This is what the grocery stores are selling. They're selling stale bread, and the people are growing stale, like potato chips. Everything is stale, right? Nothing's changing. The food's fake for a reason. It's stale. Let me see. Come into the now. The now is vitalizing. It allows you to grant yourself enough energy, self-renew into a new experience. And it's that simple. So come into the now, right? Don't get caught in delusion, which is affecting everyone, because Western society is affected by mass psychosis. Mass psychosis affects society. But people don't know what psychosis is, especially when you start to talk about mass psychosis. Psychosis is something that affects the population of the West, right? And there's a reason for the psychosis. People are insane. The whole society is insane because they refuse to live in the present moment. They'd rather eat stale bread, right, all day. So if you eat stale, moldy bread all day, you're gonna get sick. That's psychosis. Okay, so your body grows very, 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 very frozen, or it grows old. You know, you can't use the body properly. The mind grows sick, and the mass is affected by that. So it can be cured, obviously, because it's not something that is permanent. Everything has its impermanency. So you can cure psychosis within yourself by just flipping how you see what it is, right? And then liberate yourself, or in the process of liberation, through grounding yourself in the present moment or the eternal moment, psychosis easily becomes self-realization, right? So there's just a lot of people who are stupid, right? And eating stale bread. So ground into the now. The now is eternal. Come into timeless consciousness through the now. You can't come into timeless consciousness if you're just entangling in the future, past, right? Because that's obviously timed. That's implicating time into your consciousness. In order to get into timeless consciousness and travel the cosmos, then you can forget about past and future concepts, and you can just be. forget about the now as well. Just forget about anything related to time, and forget about anything related to space, and forget about thinking about anything, right? Just be. And this, if you go deep enough, if you entrance yourself deep enough, you can travel the universe. You can connect yourself with the Akashic records. And you can learn anything from any time and space after you've expanded into the inexpansive, which can only come from letting it go, right? So that's gonna be it for this evening's video. I do thank everybody for watching. Once again, peace out. We'll love and have a great evening.